Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, word to my brethren all around the world watching this video. Hope you're having a great day today as you're tuning in. Do yourself a damn favor and hit that subscribe button. Surely you will not be disappointed. Now, let's get into it because, as you guys can see by the title, this pertains to a fight that I have been lobbying for, that I want to see. As a boxing fan and a boxing YouTube content creator, I really want to see this fight, and that is none other than Vasyl Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. Now, it's interesting because Teofimo Lopez has been very confident. He says he wants to fight Lomachenko. He says that he can beat Lomachenko. He seems to believe what he's saying. He seems to be willing to take the fight. It's just a matter of will Top Rank, Egis Klimas, and Vasyl Lomachenko and all parties involved get on the same page and make this fight before the year ends, because Teofimo has also on the record and said that he is not waiting for Lomachenko, that he wants to fight him in 2019. So we will see. But basically, Lomachenko responded to Teofimo, and he said that he would make Teofimo Lopez quit in the middle round. So here's what Lomachenko said. He said, I quote, "I will not be surprised at all if he quits in the middle of the fight. He needs to, if not become a champion, then put himself into a mandatory position," end quote. So I'll be honest with you, man. Let me just give it to you raw. Right now, his next fight, they're saying it's going to be Anthony Crawler for Lomachenko. As we know, Anthony Crawler is his mandatory right now. As I'm speaking to you guys, Anthony Crawler is the number one WBA lightweight ranked fighter. Teofimo is number 8 in the WBA lightweight. So, he probably needs about a good another like one, maybe even 2 wins to even get to that position. And Lomachenko wants him to go the hard route. Now, look, I'll be honest, like Crawler versus Lomachenko, it does nothing for me as a fight fan. No disrespect to Crawler, but I give him almost no chance against Lomachenko because he is a light punching boxer who has been beaten plenty of times by way lesser fighters like the Derry Matthews of the world. Been stopped by like Derry Matthews, got outboxed twice by Linares. He's not going to be able to do anything with Lomachenko. I've seen him fight plenty of times to know that. Could he give him some decent rounds? Yes, but nothing I see from Anthony Crawler leads me to believe as a fight fan that he will give Lomachenko any sort of problems. Teofimo Lopez, even right now, as green as he is with the lack of big fight experience that he has, just naturally, his talent, his attitude, his mentality towards the sport, he will give Lomachenko a better fight than Anthony Crawler. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I think this is a fight that, because Lopez he's a big lightweight. Lomachenko is a smaller lightweight. And Lopez, as he's getting a little bit older, yes, he's still young, but as he's getting a little older, he is slowly but surely outgrowing the weight. And he's issued a challenge to Lomachenko, and he's given him to the end of 2019 to do that. I know here as a challenger, he's not really in any position to dictate terms, but the way I see it, at lightweight, there's not really a lot of compelling fights. I mean, if we just go through the top 10, right? The top 10 of both WBO and WBA, because these are the titles that Lomachenko holds right now. You see the names like Jose Pedraza, who he's beaten, Devin Haney. You see the likes of George Campos Jr., Mario Hesta. You see the likes of Rancis Bartholomew, friend of the channel, but Rancis Bartholomew, Robert Easter. Are these the kind of fights as fight fans? Do any of those guys I named you, guys like that, do they pose any sort of threat to Vasyl Lomachenko? I would be led to believe that no, they don't. Devin Haney, he's a young guy, young fighter, on the same trajectory as Teofimo. A lot of people rate Devin Haney as a blue chip type of a fighter. He hasn't even really fought like the best guys yet. But Teofimo in his last fights, you've seen him step up to that Mason Menard, to that Magdaleno level, and he's looked nothing short of sensational. So for me personally, I would like to see him fight. Have one interim fight, fight someone like a Jose Pedraza, and if he turns in the kind of performance against Pedraza, I think by the latter stages of 2019, that's the fight we should be seeing. Now, Lomachenko, I can already tell he doesn't like Teofimo Lopez, and I'm gonna tell you why I can tell he doesn't like Teofimo Lopez. There's a video on Fight Hype, and this was during the Lomachenko Linares Fight Week press conference. You can go check it out for yourself. Now, they in that press conference, they gave the mic to Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez was just basically saying like, "Look, this is the takeover. You know, Lomachenko Linares, no disrespect, but I'm here to take over. I'm here to steal the show, and I'm here to do my thing." And fair play to Teofimo. He did it on the night. He did his thing against. I think on that particular card he fought. Wasn't Menard? I can't remember who he fought exactly, but every performance he's had his last 3 or 4 fights, he's just been getting dudes out of there, looking very impressive, been looking very sensational. He looks the part, he talks the part, he acts the part, and he seems to want to actually find out how good he is. So I hope Top Rank does the responsible thing, the right thing by the end of this year, and allows this kid to test his skills against arguably the most skillful fighter in all of the sport of boxing right now, and that's Vasyl Lomachenko. Lomachenko, when I look at the lightweight division, right, there aren't a lot of compelling names there. You have Mikey Garcia, but he's going to fight Spence next. He's more than likely going to get ironed out, hurt really badly against Spence. That's just my opinion. That's a picture I'm going for. He'll come to lightweight. He will not be the same fighter. That's my prediction. But then you have Devin Haney, probably a little too green. People really aren't clamoring for that fight. You have the likes of Richard Comey, interesting fight, can punch, but do people really think Comey can beat Lomachenko? Teofimo is someone that a lot of people will not give him a chance against Lomachenko, but people like myself, I definitely see some things that he has going in his favor, being that he's a bigger lightweight than Lomachenko. He will easily, without a shadow of a doubt, be the most athletic, the most experienced. No, not experienced. The most athletic, most just like young fighter he's ever fought. And the kind of power he brings to the ring, the kind of skill set he brings to the ring, the counter punching, the jab, the fundamentals, just those nuanced skills of boxing that he has, and that led him to have a really good amateur career that has delivered him some really sensational knockouts. I think he poses some threats to Lomachenko, and a confident fighter is a dangerous fighter, and I think Teofimo is a very confident fighter, and to be fair, a lot of times I think with Walters and Rigondeaux, I think both those guys were pretty much beating fighters when they got out of the ring. Walters hadn't been active for a year and some change. Rigondeaux was going up 2 weight classes, and even if they fought at the same weight class, he's just not as skilled as a Lomachenko, and he never has been, to be honest with you, as a pro. So with that being said, Loma's talking a big game, as Teofimo's been talking a big game. And I want to see the fight. I remember at that press conference, Teofimo said he was going to take over. I had an incomplete thought earlier. He was going to take over that undercard and steal the show. And the camera panned over to Lomachenko, and Lomachenko is giving this guy like a death stare, like a straight up death stare. And he's saying he didn't say anything, but his eyes, the way he looked at Teofimo and the way he looked away from him, it was very telling. And you could tell he was rubbed the wrong way by Teofimo Lopez. And so, we might see that dark side of Lomachenko, and Teofimo might be the guy to bring it out of him, because I'll be honest with you, man. Like when we talk about his last fight was Pedraza, I think this is a better fight than Pedraza. Even though Pedraza had a title and it was a unification fight, that's a closer fight to me than Pedraza. Pedraza had no chance against Lomachenko, none whatsoever. Teofimo has a chance because he's got youth, he's got confidence, he's got a complete skill set. He's got fight-changing power, the kind of power at lightweight that causes fighters to have a different perception of what they're doing in the ring. You see what I'm saying? So I want to see this fight. Lomachenko's talking a big game. Now it's time for him to back it up. He ducked Manny Pacquiao. Okay, I've made note of that many times. I'm not gonna lie, I've lost some respect for Lomachenko since that, because the way him and Egis Klimas handled that situation. This is a bit different because even though, and it is worth noting, Teofimo is bigger than Manny Pacquiao, but this is different because Teofimo is a top-ranked fighter. He's in the weight class. He's calling you out. He thinks he can beat you. You saying you can make him quit. So that's five things right there. So same promotional company, same weight class. You're saying you can make him quit. He's saying he can beat you. Make the fight. So that's the news. Lomachenko talking greasy in response to Teofimo Lopez talking greasy, saying he'll make Teofimo quit in the middle rounds. Big statements from the what many people believe is the power pound king of boxing, and this is to me, as far as I'm concerned, right now for the time being, until someone else can emerge and prove themselves to be worthy of a Lomachenko fight. This is the most interesting fight in the lightweight division, and I hope it comes off this year. So I'll be clamoring for it as more developments come out. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think Vasyl Lomachenko makes Teofimo Lopez quit in the middle rounds? And is Teofimo Lopez, does he have any chance, in your opinion, of dethroning the great Vasyl Lomachenko? Let me know in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of my videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.